Okay, now on the assignment, I don't need you doing this last page. Okay? It's not the point of this. Okay? The new standard is called logarithms and exponents. Now, solve the equation for x. So x equals, and you're wondering, what the heck does this mean? You got a log, the word log, then there's a little 3 there, and then 81 equals x. Now, log stands for logarithm. That's what it's short for. Okay? This 3 is known as the base of the logarithm. And then whatever's over here, in this case it's always going to be my x variable, is a power. Okay? We need to write this as an equation that makes a little bit more sense. Your base is 3. X is a power. So it's not, so put caret x to know that that's a power. It doesn't mean 3 times x. And then we're equal to 81. Okay, now it's written in a little more coherent equation. It's been simplified a little bit. Now, we don't divide 81 by 3. Okay, that's not 3 times x. Basically, on this assignment, what I'm going to do is figure out how many 3's it takes to multiply to a product of 81. After all, that's what a power is. It's just repeated multiplication of the base. Okay, obviously, it takes more than 1 3. Times 3 is 9. Times 3, and if you don't know your multiplication tables, 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 is 27. That's not enough. Times a fourth 3 maybe. Boom, 81. Found it. Now, how many 3's did it take? 1, 2, 3, 4. So x is equivalent to 4. Okay, now in our next problem, again, remember, we need to write a little simpler equation. Again, this is the base, and this is the power. So it's base 2 to the x power. That's a caret symbol. And then 32 is what the product equals. So how many 2's it take to multiply 32? I don't know. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, or 3, that's 8. Times 2 is 16. Times 2 is 32. Hit it right on square on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, sometimes you can't hit it square on, which we're going to look at in the next assignment. And there's another technique you need. Okay, next one. Some of you might know this mentally right away. Again, 9's the base. And x is actually a power, so it's 9 to the x power, and that equals a product of 81. So how many 9's it take to multiply to 81? Not 1, 2. Okay, next up. Base 3 to the x power. So 3 to the x power equals 1 over 9. Now you're like, what's with the 1 over 9? Well, first off, we're just going to multiply 3's until we hit 9. Just a product of 9. Then I'll tell you what to do about the 1/9. 1, 2. Now, since it was the reciprocal in 9, the exponent is a negative. Okay? And let me show you how that works. You don't need to write this down, just observe. So, if I have 3 and the exponent was negative 2, now remember what we always do about negative powers. Underline, move it to the other side of the line, now it's positive. I cover the numerator up with a 1, that'd be 1/9. Okay, it's like those 3 boxes I'd always have you write out. So if it's a reciprocal, that's fine. Okay, don't read that side. Keep moving. Okay, x equals 2 is my base, x is my power. If I have a logarithm equation, that's always what happens. So 2, x is a power, and then 1 over 64. So again, we're going to multiply 2's to hit 64. 1's not enough. 2's not enough because that's a product of 4. That's a product of 8. That's a product of 16. That's a product of 32. That's a product of 64. So how many 2's does it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, since the product is not actually 64, it's the reciprocal of 64, then the power needs to be negative. Okay, now the next one, base, power. So we have 3 to the x power equals 243. You need to rewrite the equation into a simpler, more coherent form. Okay. 3, not enough. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Okay, again, multiplying your calculator as you're going if you don't know it. So, is 3 enough? Nope, that's only 27. Is 4 enough? Nope, that's only 81. So I add a fifth factor of 3. Oh, I got 243. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This way we'll work on all the assignments, but eventually you're going to come away where you're not going to be able to hit the product. You'll need to learn a second way. Cross these out. I don't want to do these, okay? For now, just stick with this way. In the next video, you're going to need to learn a second way, okay? Because this way does not work every time. It helps you understand what's happening, though. By the way, number 1's easy. How many 15s does it take to actually make 15? Probably 1. Okay.